Hey guys, bringing you another weekly video. The topic that we're discussing today is how to stay consistent with your training. So again, from training many people over the years, something that I've seen a lot of people tend to struggle with is actually staying consistent. And the thoughts that I've had around this more recently have stemmed from I guess the general consensus that there's a weight loss epidemic out there, that a lot of people are starting to get overweight. It's an obesity crisis in a lot of ways. The way that my mind, I guess, has been changed on this is that we don't actually have a weight loss epidemic. We have a keep the weight off epidemic in front of us. Losing weight for a lot of people is actually quite easy. A lot of people tend to do it from time to time. They come in, they get motivated, they drop the kilos, they get in the right direction, and then they tend to, for whatever reason, lose consistency, lose motivation, and they put on what they had just worked so hard to get off. It's why for a long period of time, when 6 and 8 week challenges were running, something that we did here a lot of, something that I've steered away from doing as regularly now for this exact reason, is that a lot of people put time and effort into losing weight over a short period of time. They didn't respect the results. Ideally, a challenge points you in the right direction and you go on with it after. But for a lot of people, as soon as their challenges was over, they'd lose the habits, they'd blow out, they'd have a cheat meal, and it'd be back to square one. So I guess my mind has been changed on this through, I guess, training lots of people, running lots of challenges, seeing it work, seeing it fail. You've got to play the long-term game. So what I'm bringing you today is a few points to help with consistency, a few main points that if you keep these things in mind, you're going to be far more likely to get results, get them the right way, and keep them, which is what most people struggle with, as we discussed. So for most people, setting appropriate goals is quite tricky. Okay, as I just discussed, a lot of people want to lose a lot of weight in a short amount of time. And in fact, that is almost the absolute most worst way you can do it from my experience, because you don't respect the results, okay? You often go about it the wrong way. So as I said, it's actually quite easy to lose weight, okay? In the process, you might lose some fat, but you'll lose a heap of muscle, you'll flush a heap of water weight, and then you'll just end up putting it back on. So doing it the right way is important, setting appropriate goals. That's why engaging a trainer or getting involved in a group facility is so important, someone that can steer you in the right direction. The next point is making the approach challenging, but realistic. So you want to be pushing, okay? No doubt about that. You want to set something that's achievable, but maybe a little bit out of reach so you can bring the best out in yourself. But from what I've seen, people tend to set unrealistic goals in unrealistic time spans, and it helps them struggle to be consistent, I guess. This is one I'm huge on, and one that as a trainer is a higher value of mine, and that's creating a great workout experience, okay? One of my highest values is fun, okay, and enjoyment. One of our core values here at WhatFit is enjoyment. You need to be enjoying what you're doing. That's why group fitness has taken off. That's why our WhatFit community thrives the way it does, because you're in and amongst other like-minded people. You enjoy the workout, you get to know people, you start to come to the gym, not to work out, but rather to catch up. You know that you're going to be in and amongst people that have been and done what you've done. You've got great music playing, the environment itself you're comfortable in. All these things are going to help you long-term create consistency with your training. As I said, my highest value is fun and enjoyment. So I always try to, push having a heap of fun in the session with guys. It's less about what the work is actually going on. It's more about creating and building a great relationship with fitness. The next one's the polar opposite of that, okay? Another reason that people struggle with consistency is they beat the crap out of themselves, okay? There's a lot of people out there that get into fitness and thrive on it, enjoy it, and almost go the other way with it in terms of training 2 to 3 times a day, every day, and they actually do themselves a disservice. They don't build that relationship with fitness that I was just discussing. They start to do the opposite. They start to build an unhealthy relationship. It's something that they need to do, or they're going to feel fat, or they're going to feel like they haven't achieved something. And that in the end is going to hinder your consistency, because you're going to end up hating what you're doing and you're not going to stick with it. It's as simple as that. And the last one, this is an important one, no doubt about it. You need to celebrate the wins no matter how small. When you start a fitness journey, celebrating little wins along the way, let's not underestimate any of them. How your pants are fitting, how your moving during the day, you're getting up and down off the ground, playing with your kids or your grandkids, the energy that you feel throughout the day. These things are huge. They're the best results that you can get. And holding on to these, celebrating these, mentioning these are the results that you're actually after. I've discussed this in previous videos. The weight loss is not what you're after. You're after everything else, and the weight loss will be a byproduct of that. So these are important to celebrate and make note of as best you can, yeah? Just to summarize, I guess, fitness and training is the only thing that is going to improve all aspects of your life. So if you're not training already and you want to join a fitness community where you're going to enjoy it, your goals are going to be set for you, we celebrate the wins, then come join us down at Watford, give it a go. What have you got to lose at this point? We would welcome everyone down here with open arms. So if you're keen to come and join us for some training, shoot me an email, text, reach out on Facebook. We'd love to help. And I hope this video helps you. No matter what style of training you're doing, whether it's away from here, whether you're part of our community, I hope one of these points helps. This is what I've seen from training millions of people over the years, it feels like. So I hope it helps, and catch you next week for another video.